If you ever find yourself guaranteeing a debt for your friend, if you have pledged a promise with a stranger through a handshake or a word, then you have placed yourself in a position of risk. Words have power, and the promises you speak can become snares, binding you to obligations that are not your own. Consider the weight of your commitments and understand that the words you utter can entangle you, capturing you in unforeseen ways. Act quickly, my child, to free yourself from such entanglements when you realize you are trapped by your own words. Approach your friend with humility. Do not delay or make excuses. Seek reconciliation and ensure your obligations are understood and released. Do not let rest or comfort lull you into complacency. Give no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids until you have resolved the matter. Strive to free yourself as a deer escapes from the hunter's snare, or as a bird flees from the grasp of the fowler. Urgency is your ally in escaping the dangers that careless commitments can bring. Look to the ant, you who are tempted by idleness. Observe her ways, and let them teach you wisdom. The ant, though small and without a leader, guide, or overseer, works diligently. During the summer, she prepares her food, gathering her supplies in the harvest. She does not wait for instructions or rely on the guidance of others, but acts with foresight and industry. Learn from her example, and do not neglect your own responsibilities. How long will you lie in bed, you who are sluggish and slow to action? When will you rise and face the day's tasks? A little more sleep, a brief rest, and a folding of the hands to nap. Such habits, though they seem harmless, invite poverty to creep upon you like a relentless traveler, and want to come upon you like a bandit, armed and unyielding. Laziness is a thief that steals your time, your potential, and ultimately, your ability to provide for yourself. Do not underestimate its power. Beware of the person whose ways are twisted and perverse, whose mouth is filled with deceit. Such a person is scheming and manipulative, signaling with winks, gestures, and subtle movements. Mischief is always in their heart. They devise evil continually and sow discord wherever they go. Calamity will come upon them suddenly, leaving them broken beyond repair, for those who spread harm and division cannot escape the consequences of their deeds. There are certain things that are detestable, indeed abominable, to the Lord. Among them are a proud look and a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that rush eagerly toward evil, a false witness who speaks lies, and anyone who stirs up strife among brothers. These are traits and behaviors that corrode the soul and fracture communities. Guard yourself against them and strive instead for humility, honesty, peace, and justice. Hold fast to the teachings of your father and the wisdom of your mother. Let their instruction be ever present in your heart. Bind them closely to yourself and carry them wherever you go. Their guidance will lead you through life. When you walk, they will direct your steps. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you, reminding you of what is right and true. Their commandments serve as a lamp, illuminating your path. Their law is a light that dispels darkness, and their corrections are the way to true life. These instructions protect you from temptation and from those who would seek to lead you astray with flattery and deceit. Do not allow yourself to be captivated by outward beauty or seductive words, for such attractions can lead to ruin. The allure of forbidden relationships is dangerous, reducing a person to poverty and exposing them to relentless pursuit. Just as one cannot hold fire close to their chest without being burned, or walk on hot coals without injury, so too can one not embrace temptation without suffering harm. Adultery in particular, is a path of destruction. It is not merely a private failing, but a betrayal that wounds deeply and brings dishonor that cannot be wiped away. The consequences are severe and lasting, for jealousy is a powerful force, and the one wronged will seek vengeance without mercy or restraint. No compensation or gift can satisfy the anger or heal the breach caused by such betrayal. Even a thief, when stealing to satisfy hunger, is understood, though he must repay many times over if caught. But the one who commits adultery lacks sense and judgment, for he destroys his very soul. The shame and disgrace that follow are enduring, and the wounds inflicted are not easily healed. Consider then the wisdom in avoiding the path of folly. Be cautious with your words and promises, diligent in your work, humble in your heart, and faithful in your relationships. Seek wisdom in all things, and let the teachings of those who have gone before you guide your steps. Pursue what is good and just, and turn away from evil. In doing so, you will find life, honor, and peace, and you will walk in the light of understanding, free from the snares that so easily entrap those who are careless with their ways.